survivor. I'm a survivor, survivor. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Let's find out when you spend a day in our shoes. All you creators, our sanctuary is waiting. Who will win the title? Well, it could be you. Survivor, survivor. I'm a survivor.
I want to apologize to everybody. As you can see, we've gotten some gifts in the mail, and after some very rainy days and the fact that our box has come apart on us, we don't know if someone tried to steal it or what happened, but one day we come down and our box was just all in shambles. So that sucks. I think that what someone tried to do was pick up the entire thing while it was full of packages, and it broke it. So I'm so very sorry to say that we do have some really neat gifts here, but a lot of these have gotten wet, and for that I'm so sorry. We'll have to replace our box. And then the crazy thing is we have cameras set up over here, so I will have to back up the cameras. But you can see that this is like really been, you can just see that poor officer. Guys, it finally happened. It finally happened. He wanted to let me know what had happened. And I said, sir, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. I says, people have been driving down these roads really, really bad. He come by and he noticed that somebody had come by and whacked our mailbox. Now the officer had stopped and picked all the bricks up and moved everything back. And he was even trying to show me, like in a puzzle, how we might get them all back together. And I didn't want to pull up my camera and embarrass him, but I'll tell you what, wonderful, wonderful police officer. And that's where I will jump in. Let me go ahead and hide that comment and remove that. Wow. What a day it's been. Well, first of all, hi to hello, everybody. Hi to hello. And I'll just address the comment that Lester always wears the same shirt. So I don't wear the same shirt. I wear the same style of shirt. I'm not even embarrassed that you asked me that. I guess I'm kind of embarrassed I never addressed it before. Let me take a moment and wipe off the lens to this camera. I'll use the same hat that I used for the dry erase when I was playing out in the pasture with Lauren and Jeff recently. So it is true that this is my work uniform. I have some work uniforms, okay? And they are all the same color, black, because it makes me look thinner. And I like the way it looks. Now, if I was going for the best appealing look, you all know it would be baby blue. You all know that someone sent me a baby blue shirt like this. And ooh-wee. Ooh, all I can say is ooh-wee. It was nice, all the compliments. Here's to you all. Cheers to everybody with me and my Diet Pepsi. I am dieting. I'll put that out of the way. But no, I went a couple of months back. I don't have to explain myself. I want to. Please allow me to explain myself. Thank you, ma'am, because you know. But no, I went and had a lady, the same lady who does my brother's merch. She's local, and she goes to my brother's church. And then she did all of his shirts. And so I says, Dan, could I get her number? Because normally I have to order my merch from people the same way you all would. You don't really know if it's going to fit. You don't know. But this lady being local, so I went by her place and we tried on a couple of things. And then she made me 10 shirts for Longhorn Lester's. And she also made me 10 more shirts for I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. And so now I have a total of 20. Actually, I have 21 because one was a prototype and that she just gave me for free. It was like her trial run. So I really have a total of 21 uniforms. And so that's what I've been wearing here. But don't forget, I also usually wear an undershirt. You all know that I sweat. So I wear my undershirt. So I also have a ton. You're all like saying, what are you doing, Lester? I have a ton of these t-shirts as well. I'm like a walking billboard for the pages. I'm like one of those race car drivers, y'all. I'm like a race car driver. I just got my name all over everything. I just got my name all over everything. That's funny. I think that's funny. Anyway, yeah, if you were here when the live first started, we've had several days of situations there at the South Ranch property. And I know for a fact, because since I've made the video, I did go up and capture and grab the footage from my cameras. And I did have someone trying to drag the entire box full of packages to the road, trying to get out of my camera view, and the entire box come apart. And so I knew that was an issue, and that I've known that for a while, but I didn't want to make a big deal about it. We ordered another box. I'll have to try to find a way to somehow go in and chain it or drill a hole and cut it, or to make it where it's attached to the actual fence. So that really stinks. But because if someone was to come by and just open the box and start taking out packages, I think that we would have a better chance of seeing them. But this particular individual walks up with a hoodie, and I don't want to say it's a man, but it's probably a man, and all like hoodie down, grabs the entire edge of the box where there's a built-in handle and just starts yanking and yanking and yanking and yanking, trying to drag that box off down alongside the road. The police already know about it, y'all, but you know what? Anyway, crazy story is the same police officer who's been working on that situation has begun to drive down our road more often. Really a nice guy. And you know what's crazy is he loves him some Brienne. He loves to watch Brienne's channel. He found out that we all make videos. It's kind of a family thing. You all know about that. And so he's had a chance to be able to kind of browse through all the different videos and all the different creators. And he fell in love with Brienne. I don't mean as an individual. He didn't like say, oh my God, I love that woman, Brienne, but he likes her channel. And that's awesome. So so I think it's really sweet that he's found his happy place in watching Brienne on her channel. That's Life on Morrow Hill. Hey, would you guys mind if I eat while we talk? I've not eaten, friends. And if you don't mind, I did swing by Jack in a Box. I got both of the girls a jumbo jack. And then I got myself some tacos, if you don't mind. Since I am dieting, I got me some tacos. I got them plain, meat and cheese, no lettuce. Because we're trying with this new year. Anywho, that was a bad idea. Tacos were a horrible idea. I'll just wait. I'm not going to sit here and crunch in front of you all. I'll just wait. I'll also say that I need to apologize. I was pretty embarrassed today. I was back at the property, and Jamie and I had gotten this what we thought would be a really neat promotional item that would work out real good for us. I think it's called We Boost. Now, listen, whenever we do a promotional thing, we don't take any money. We only take the product, and we always say that we're going to give an honest review. We're going to give an honest review. Okay, so someone who sends us a product to review had better be darn sure of their product before they send it to us, because we're going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And here's what's so crazy. I did the first because I made a promise I would review the product on both Facebook and YouTube. So yesterday, it was yesterday afternoon, I did a rare Longhorn Leicester Facebook Live, and I absolutely reviewed the product. It was a wonderful video. I drove around the entire property, and anyone that double dips are double dippers. You know what I mean by that. They watch both Facebook and YouTube. They were able to find out, and they saw for themselves that, damn, that's a pretty neat device. Lester plugs that thing in to his side-by-side, sticks up the antenna, and he could drive that thing around the entire property. And we did. And there were a couple of issues where it was lagging, and we may have had a couple of small buffering issues. But for the most part, everybody on that channel who joined that live on Facebook, you heard me right. I'm not bragging about Facebook. Don't even think I'm bragging on Facebook, and I am not trying to send you there. Please don't go. But what's disappointing is it was a wonderful live. And for the most part, when the live was over, I would have given some, maybe not 2 thumbs up, but I would have says, way to go, We Boost. This is just what we've been looking for. Now, I don't know what happened. Yes, we were at the JL Ranch South, also known as Longhorn Lester's. But listen, I don't know what happened from yesterday till today, because today I was going to do my second review for YouTube. Look out, little ladybug climbing across my phone. Now, I'm actually on my laptop. You guys may see that I have the setup. Here's my phone over here, and I got my light source over there behind me. But no, today we started trying to do that exact same review, but I wanted to add a little bit of a twist. I don't want to bore people. So I actually started the review down by the road. And guys, I'm so embarrassed. I don't know why, but I could not get a better signal. And here's the thing. I didn't even realize it. YouTube people were being so kind, and they were not sitting there screaming and hollering, or I don't think they were, about how horrible the quality was. Maybe it was the weather, because yesterday was a whole lot nicer, and today was not near as nice. We actually had a little bit of drizzly rain throughout the day. So I don't know, but here's the thing. I drove that darn side-by-side for an entire hour, and I gave the full tour. I went from the road. I went around everything. I even drove all the way down to the river. You all know that we have that Trinity River there in the back of the property. I drove down that treacherous lane to the river. I took folks down alongside the river, and I thought it was going to be just a wonderful experience. Just what a neat live to be able to do that with everybody, and on a live video, not recorded, not pre-recorded, not edited, straight up happening right now. And it wasn't until I got back, and then at some point I I lost my signal. I'm like, oh no. And then sweet, I forgot who it was. I think it was Miss Kesha, one of the moderators, says, Lester, your live is still going. People are still in the chat. I could not get it to come back on for nothing, y'all. I'm so embarrassed. My live went completely dead, and I could not get it to come back on, and there were still people in the chat. So then I get off the side-by-side, and I take off running to the house. I slide into my computer station. I log onto my computer, and there I'm sitting there watching. I'm watching my live as a blank screen, and there's people chatting in the chat. And there was nowhere for me to press stop. I guess because it was still linked up to that satellite or that antenna on the RV, or I'm sorry, on the side by side. And I'm sitting there just like, oh my God, I just wanted to bury my head in the sand. I did. People are saying it now. Yeah, we just kept chatting. Hold on a minute. Where did that go? Y'all are the funniest people ever. I lost that comment. Someone goes, yeah, we just kept chatting. Don't y'all know how weird that is? I don't, not in a bad way. It's weird in such a sweet and loving way. But I don't know if you were hoping I would finally find a way to reconnect. I don't know what I was expecting, but I came inside the house and I'm sitting there just watching like this, and I'm just watching the chat, and people are being so nice, and I'm watching the numbers. Slowly, people are realizing that I'm not coming back. And I don't know when it finally just ended. I finally just stopped watching. I was messaging back and forth with Miss Kesha, and I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. And then at some point, hi, sweetie, Christmas and Trixie are both with me, and they just want to tell you all hi to hello. All right, come on, girls. Come here. Come on. Up, 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 up. Come on. Over here. Oh, no, they don't. They want to eat. They smell my tacos. You're not having my tacos. Those are my tacos that I'm going to warm up a little bit later. If you want some loving, I'll give you loving. Anyone want loving? They don't want no loving. They only want my tacos. They're like, no, we just need tacos because we love some tacos. Okay, get down now. If you're not going to love me, then I'll feed you guys. They've already had a jumbo jack. They each had themselves a jumbo jack. Guys, I'm not going to eat crunchy tacos in front of you. I have my limits. My mom always told me, and my mom always told me and my brother, Uncle Dan, never take a girl to eat Italian food on a date. You never want to be eating in front of a woman, a young lady, and making a fool of yourself. And so I've always been aware of that and tried to be very aware of what I'm doing and how I must appear and look to you all. And I know you guys don't see me like that, but I see myself, and I don't want to be the kind of guy to be a slouch or a slob or vulgar or crude or any of those things. Please. I mean, the worst you may get out of me is the fact that the cows are wearing matching bra and panties. If that's about the max I'm going to go with it, okay? But I will not be eating Slurpee spaghetti. I will not be eating buffalo wings, as much as I love those darn things. And I'm not going to sit here eating crunchy tacos in front of you all. So keep it Christian and save room for Jesus, says somebody. I have glasses right here, and I could put them on. But if I do, then I'm going to have that glare from that darn ring light in my eyes, and that makes it even worse. I can sure see a whole lot better. Barnadette does have a friend, and I believe that you guys are calling him Barnaby. It's a black cat who has shown up from out of nowhere, and he does hang out a lot with Barnadette. Now, we don't know if it's really a male or a female, but it's all black. And everyone's been calling that cat Barnaby. And I'm not going to fight you on it. I think it's cute. It's a wonderful name. And so Barnaby it is. Barnaby and Barnadette are the two babies who live here out in our feed room. And even though we've only seen a couple of mice droppings here inside the RV, we've already, I think, got rid of those. And we haven't seen anything else. So I'm hoping that we don't have a mice issue. But I do think that by having Barnadette and Barnaby both running around here, it's going to help us a whole lot. And I've even told Jamie, I'll welcome more cats. I don't mind. I love cats. The more cats, the less chance you have of having mice. And if you have no mice, you're not going to have snakes. We don't have chickens, so I don't need to worry about chicken snakes. And so I will do anything to keep snakes away. I do not like having to deal with snakes. You guys know that. And I will say we've only had one or two small issues with snakes over at the other property. Of course, one of those was a grass snake that actually went and hid inside our home. That was scary. That was a really scary thing. But anyway, so when the live first started, I told you guys, I even showed you all, and I'll go back and show you again right quick. Because of the damage that was done to our box down by the road, and listen, I have a full length video that I'm going to work on tomorrow about a lot of riffraff that's been happening along our road. So I don't want to turn you off to the beautiful neighborhood that we have there, but I will say that we have some riffraff who have moved in to one of the homes, and ever since then we've had a lot of issues. And it's not just me, it's a lot of neighbors are starting to complain, which is why now you have the Polk County Sheriff's Department driving along our roads several times a day, which I think is wonderful. So let's hope that we can figure all that out. But I am going to make that video for you all tomorrow to show you some of the things that have happened. And we hope that we can get that all corrected and fixed. So, you know, you don't want to see your neighborhood. I've already sat and watched one neighborhood go downhill. And I'd be curious to find out from you all, is there anyone else here who can say that there was a time in your life when you lived in a really wonderful community, and since then, for whatever reason, you don't have to get specific, but have you seen your neighborhood decline, be it the infrastructure, be it, you know, what I mean by that is do you think it happens from a bad city council? Do you think there's a lot of yeses over here, a lot of yeses. I do think that the situation in Plum Grove all had to do with money. I'm pretty certain. And, you know, I'm not an investigator. I'm not a PI, a private investigator. I don't do journalism for investigative journalism or nothing like that. But I bet if you could ever find the right person who could ask the right questions to the right people and you get honest answers, I can almost guarantee you that what happened there in the small town of Plum Grove had to do with money. And I'll tell you why I say that. I probably should not tell you why I say that, but I do think it has to do with money, with kickbacks, with a good old boy system. And no one really cared much about the actual citizens of a community. What they probably looked at is how much more money can this city make if we in fact double, triple, quadruple, and then before you know it, a small town of 500 residents blows up to a small town of 70,000. You heard me right, guys. And that happened in the matter of 6-7 years. I do believe that was all politics and money, and who gets the most and how much can you make and how many more can we hire and how much higher can my salary raise to. And so I don't know about your communities, but I do feel like it's a shame. It's a sad shame what's happened there in Plum Grove, because we know that when that development came in and began to change all of that, those natural, what they call watersheds, where that water would naturally form and run into those creeks and make its way to the river, when they come in excavating and filling in all of those ponds and making places for people to live, and that means they took away the place for all that water to go. And now all of that water runs right across the road into the old city of Plum Grove, and that's why we flood. And so I'm not going to get into the whole thing that you should sue them, guys. They've been sued so many times. But remember, it's a good old boy system. These small towns are a good old boy system. What I mean by that is good old boys are not going to sue other good old boys. They're all in the same, what do they always say? They're all in cahoots, y'all. They're all in cahoots. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it unless you have somebody like, what was her name? Erin Brockovich wants to come down. You'd have to go a whole lot higher than the local county to be able to get anybody. Oh my God. Someone says y'all should vote. I don't think you get, I mean, you're right. I think that you're right, but I don't think that you get the magnitude of what I'm talking about. Anyway, and then another reason. So anyway, I was just curious about your own towns. If you've also seen places just fall apart during your lifetime. And so Jamie and I finally were able to save some money and find us somewhere else to go. A beautiful, beautiful place. We initially called it Longhorn Lester's, and but it wasn't long before we outgrew that place. It's turned out to be a really nice place for the horses, the donkeys, goats do pretty well there. I do think that the big birds would be better here because it's flat. The land is flat, and those birds have a hard time traversing the hills. I think the pigs would do better. I don't know. The pigs like the shade. They love the shade, but they do have to climb those hills over there. So I don't know. There's pros and cons at both properties. The alpaca love it over there. Well, anywho's no. So what I was saying, I had a point to the story. So when I first started this little intro, I want to show you real fast what happened.
Survivor, find out haters are
I want to apologize to everybody. As you can see, we've gotten some gifts in the mail, and after some very rainy days, and okay, so you saw for yourself, guys. I'm so very sorry. I really do try to make it a point to open the gifts that we receive and say thank you to the kind senders. But we've had some bad luck lately with a lot of our packages getting wet. We had we've just had several days of rain, and when packages get wet, those boxes just disintegrate. And so I went ahead today and got most of the boxes opened. Sometimes when you open the boxes and those little receipts inside there are all wet, the ink smeared, you can't read anything. And so I'm not trying to ever let anyone think that your gift is not appreciated. We've gotten muffins for the horses and for the cows, and we've gotten so many wonderful gifts. And I just want you to know that we do appreciate it, but it's been really hard with everything being so wet to do it justice and do it right. Example. Now I got this cute box today. This did not get wet. I mean, the box it did, and the box came apart. But I was able to manage to peel this out of it, and you can see it's all stuck together, and it comes from a lady. I hope this helps with putting your hands on your horses. And I do believe that she knows these are more of those horse treats, y'all. They're more of those muffins. Her name is Joanne, and she's from Connecticut. And I thought that was so sweet. She wants us to be able to get our hands on those horses. And then Miss Joanne also sent this, and it's in the same box. I did not open this over here up yet. So I thought I would open it now. I do have a box cutter. And inside here, wait a minute. I just now made a connection. Oh, so the hands were not just for the horses. I told y'all. So she's trying to help me with my working hands and for the horses. So these two came together. These came together, and I misunderstood the note. She wants to help for my working hands and for working with the horses. So the gift note was a little bit misunderstood. I understand it now. Y'all want to open it together and try it out? It's called Working Hands Cream. Working Hands Cream. Guaranteed relief. It smells a little bit minty. There's a lot of people in the chat that love this stuff, so you know about this already. This lotion is wonderful. It's great stuff. Look at all the people in the chat that know about this. Now, remember, I am on multiple channels, so I'm not sure what channel you're actually on, but you're only able to read the comments on the channel that you're watching. You're not able to read the comments on the other channels that you're not watching. So my personal opinion is I feel like it's more water-based and not quite as lotiony or as creamy like the oil-based. I bet you if I do the fine print reading, it's probably going to say that. It doesn't have any fine print. There's no fine print anywhere on this bottle, but it doesn't matter. It's on my hands now. They smell good. So thank you very much. I'm going to grab this one comment that I saw a second ago and see if I can pull it up. A lot of people are talking about how amazing this stuff is. So I'm not the first guy to get or to have a jar of this. A lot of people use it. And there's a lot of people who say that their husbands use it as well. So someone said, and I just cannot seem to find it now, but it says, please do not send gifts for Lester or Jamie to the Plum Grove property. And that is so very true. Now I will, and I do go to Plum Grove every time that Lex is here, every Lex weekend. But if Lex is not here, I try to let Ellie and Megan do their own thing. So we try not to go to Plum Grove as well. We used to go several times a week, but now it's just on occasion. So I would much rather you not send anything to that Plum Grove property unless, in fact, it's for Ellie or Megan or my mom or my dad or any of those folks. Okay, that's the advice I would give you. And if you need that address to my mom or my dad or whatever, you let me know and I can stick it on here. But we would rather, it would be easier for things that are meant for the animals here to come here. Miss Kesha stuck it on there. And guys, we're not asking y'all for anything. We're not asking you for anything. I'm actually asking you guys not to send stuff. I'm actually wanting you to keep your money for yourself. Kesha, I love your new your little picture right there in your, I guess they call that your thumbnail, maybe, or your little picture. That's cute. But that's the actual address to our home. Now, right now, our box is all broken to pieces. So I'll have to make sure that I'm gathering up stuff as fast as it comes out. That's a really cute picture. Everyone's saying how cute Kesha looks right there. It's her profile picture. Thank you, Lester. That's called a profile picture. I know that. I don't know why I just couldn't remember that. So, anywho, yes, you're a beautiful young lady, someone says. Thank you. Kesha, you're a beautiful young lady. Cindy, thank you. And yes, she is. I'm going to go ahead and hide all of those. Anyway, so what I was doing was go ahead and opening a few packages that did not get wet, okay? Teresa Ulenhake is also trying to share that address with you all. Now listen to me, but listen, just because the moderators, oh, look at Teresa's thumbnail or her, what's it called again? Screensaver. Look, she put Roman loving on Sadie. What did Kesha call that thing again? Screensaver? Profile picture. Yes. Look, she used Roman loving on Sadie. I remember that day. I remember that day. But yes. So in case anyone's wondering, this is to the south property, the Longhorn Lester property. And we do not, and we will not. No, 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 no. Nothing can come here. Nothing can come here, y'all. You're gonna get the mail lady run over. You're gonna cause a horrible accident. Do not ever try to send anything here. Please, I beg you. I beg of you, if you find some Google or you find the address somehow, that's wonderful. But please do not send anything here. I beg of you, do not cause an accident on this highway, please. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Lester, do you share your muffins with the other horses? Yes, all the time. I'm going to tell you something, though, and this is kind of funny, and we can agree to disagree, and that's fine. But Jamie does not like to walk out in the pasture with snacks because when that happens, you have 4 horses, a pony, and 4 donkeys run up to you, and it creates this mass hysteria, and everyone's crazy, y'all. Everyone's crazy over there. And so with me, it's easy to walk up to the fence, hand a few over, make my video. I bring Rita out of the pasture to work with her. But for Jamie, they're chasing her down. And don't forget, Jamie has to walk through the pasture just to get to the horse barn. And so someone says it becomes a choking point. You're right. It makes it to where you, as the human, becomes a choking point. And everyone knows that with animals, you have to try to avoid choking points. And so if you walk out with snacks and your animals get used to you having snacks, then you end up becoming that choking point. Thank you, sweet lady, for saying that. That's perfectly and very well said. So it's just too many animals running up on you. We are going to eventually get the donkeys moved back over to the other side of the pasture. And that's going to happen pretty soon. We are going to have to get us some kind of a loafing shed built. I have the loafing sheds that we took down from over here. But what I have to do is rebuild it over there. And I have to buy some posts. I have to set some concrete. And what I need to do all of that is dry weather. So we just need a week or so of dry weather, and we can get all of that done. I did see today that ryegrass that I planted is starting to come up. It's about that tall so far, and it's going to be beautiful around that new pond. We're going to get some color in that pond, and it's just going to be really, really nice. I like seeing Roman and Rita and Chuck eat on those muffins, says Typo Queen. That's a cute name, Typo Queen. I do too. I love that. And guys, I'm the kind of guy to spoil them, okay? Top of the evening. Look at this sweet lady, Jamie. Top of the evening, Lester. And I don't know if this is true. I have no idea who Miss Jamie is, but I imagine that she's saying that in her best Scottish, her best Mel Gibson Braveheart. Is that's Scottish, not Irish? Maybe Irish. I don't know. Anywho's. So I'm just guessing. Okay. Let me go ahead and hide that comment. Thank you, Miss Ma'am. That was very sweet of you. Okay. So Irish. Okay. Irish. Yes. Claire says that's Irish. And look, Claire's last name is Wallace, like William Wallace. Hold on, Miss Claire. I think that William Wallace from the movie Braveheart was actually Scottish, because it was Scotland who was trying to get their independence, their freedom from the Brits, England. And I may be so very wrong, y'all. Guys, I told you I love history, but I don't remember what I had for lunch today. As a matter of fact, I don't think I had lunch today. What does that even tell you? That's why I'm eating tacos at 10 o'clock at night. Okay. So, all right, because we lost so many packages, I'm afraid that package 1 of 1 was also somehow lost. And so I refused to open this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and open it now. And I hope that at some point I will run across package 1 of 1, because this over here, in fact, says package 2 of 2. Woo! Whoa! Now remember, it says this goes with the other package sent at the same time. And what this is I don't know if it's a game, like a board game, like a medieval board game, medieval dagger. Let's see what's inside of it. Let's have us a peek and see what's inside of it. It reminds me of like that game that my nephew Buddy plays. Wizards and warlocks and all that weird stuff. Or Minecraft. Oh, no! It's an actual dagger. This is an actual dagger. This is an actual dagger. Whoa! Is this real? Guys! This is an actual dagger. I've never had a dagger. I've only held something as large as a steak knife, and that's not near as fancy as this. I'm afraid if I play with... Do you think that she sent that shield? Maybe she's the one that sent the shield. That makes perfect sense. Let me go grab it. Because that also got wet, remember? So that shield... I just spit. I'm so excited. The shield must have been package 1 of 1, and this is package 2. No, 1 of 2. This is 2 of 2. I bet you, and there's a dagger. I better be very careful with this. Look at this. This is really awesome. And I wonder if the crest and all of that stuff here matches the actual shield. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. You guys just stare at those muffins till I get back. Next time I go over to Bud and Stephanie's, I'm going to probably show up like this. And Bud's going to freak out. He's going to be jealous. You know Bud's going to be jealous. He's going to be so jealous because Uncle Lester doesn't normally have cool stuff. Buddy is known for his collection of swords and all kinds of cool stuff. Now, what you can't tell from where you're at, this is not cheap. This is not plastic. This is not aluminum. This is nothing that's going to be able to be bent or broke. This is very heavy. And it has things on the back of it. I wish there was just a way to say thank you to the lady. So I'm going to try to find that name and say Miss Roxanne, who's in Utah, who also has a picture of Sadie. Isn't that so sweet? And she puts a picture of Roman over here on the delivery spot. Thank you so very much. I don't think... Gosh darn it. Where is my... Now, y'all know what I'm going to have to do now, don't you? Is put on my Lord Lester hat. The one that I've been using as my dry erase board. Please don't leave stuff like that unlocked, says Vanessa. Vanessa, You think that Trixie and Trixie and Christmas are going to get into it? Run around with my sword, my dagger, and yee. I think that they'll be fine. Someone said they saw me toss it behind me onto the counter. You guys are so darn observant. You realize that, don't you? How old am I again? How old am I? Get back. Get back. You guys are so amazing. And I don't deserve any of this. I don't deserve any of this, y'all. I don't. I don't deserve any of this. I know. Someone says you act like 13. Maybe I do act like I'm 13. Oh my goodness gracious. Someone says I need a metal suit of armor now. No, do not send a suit of armor. I'm fine. I do act like I'm 10 though, maybe. And my hands are nice and soft too. Here's the craziest thing. No matter how I may look, no matter how rusticy or how well prepared I am for battle, Lord Lester takes his friends into battle. Here we go. And the craziest thing about it is, I promise you, this warrior has the softest hands of any warrior ever. You're never going to find another warrior with as soft of hands as what I have. And in fact, my hands are so soft that my fingers would be slipping off of my sword. I try to grab my sword, my hand slip right off of it, y'all. Not that sword. Really, Heather? Heather, do you have to go there? Not that sword. That sword, the dagger. The real dagger. The real dagger. Never mind. How old are y'all? See, how old are you all? You said that I'm acting like I'm 12 or 13. How old are you all acting? Yeah, Lester, your hands are going to slide right across your dagger. Oh, you're horrible. Don't make me get the giggles. Don't make me get the giggles. I don't want to have the giggles. All I need now is my kilt. You're all lubed up and ready for war. Thank you so very much. Oh my gosh. How old are y'all again? See, it's not just me. Lordy. Someone says a bunch of dirty-minded ladies. Yes, I agree. Careful, ladies, you'll get a dagger in the eye. I'm just going to leave y'all alone right there. All right. There are two more things. And I promise I'm going to get off here and eat my tacos, okay? Y'all are so nasty, but in a fun way. Would not trade you for anything. Please don't ever change. Don't ever change. Oh, Daphne, I got to find this, y'all. Daphne, hold on. Daphne, I saw that. You guys look what Miss Daphne says. Yes. Thank you, Miss Daphne. Save room for Jesus, ladies. Thank you, Miss Daphne, for reminding these sweet ladies to save some room for Jesus. And keeping it Christian. You don't want to get a dagger in the eye now, ladies. You're all in the gutter, says Miss Anna. Miss Anna's like, now we're all in the gutter. Hi, Anna. I know her. Okay. All right. We're almost done, I promise. I'm trying to find the gift note so I can tell who it's from. Typo Queen says, I'm keeping it Christian. Oh, I got the joy. Catherine says, I got the joy down in my heart. That is y'all are something else. Okay. I hope this helps you video hands-free. You can use it on your forehead. If this is some kind of a gag, gift, I swear to Jesus, y'all. My mama says don't ever swear to Jesus, but if this is some kind of a gag gift, I swear to Jesus, y'all. Okay. Now, what she wants me to do is wear this on my forehead, okay? So, just bear with me for a moment, please, okay? Let's see how this is going to work. Well, I think, oh no, it's not broke. It's just tight. This is made for a small head, like a Barbie. This is like tiny. Okay, how do I make this a little bit bigger for my size head? I got a man size head here. Okay, so friends, we're going to figure out how this all works together. We're going to figure all of this out together. So don't you leave me till we figure this out. Do not leave me until we figure all of this out, please. Oh, okay, I get it. So what I'm trying to do here is work in the dark. This here goes, now that should open, but it's not. These are bolts that go through there, but something has to go into them. Guys, don't you leave me. We're going to figure this out together. And there's not really an instruction book, so I'm not able to go to find a resource necessarily. But I'm just going to open these up a little bit bigger and try to figure out why they fit in me so small. Okay, so supposedly, if I was to find a way to fit them the right way, what I'm guessing is my phone, my phone would go somewhere through here. And so that is a way I can actually video hands-free. And you guys are actually okay with this? Y'all are okay with this. You guys are fine with this here. So I'll have to figure out how this all attaches together to hold the phone where it doesn't fall off. No, that's not going to work. So yeah, so that's kind of, I guess, how it's going to have to go. And then I can just walk around using both my hands. The thing is, I've just gotten so darn used to using one hand, and I thought I was pretty good at it. But first things first, I'll have to find me a way to I'll find some kind of an instruction booklet and figure out how this goes exactly. I think, so here's what I think. I think that this here fits into there somehow. No, it doesn't. That does not go into there at all. I know for a fact that does not go into there. I'm sorry, y'all want to move on. Okay. I will save all of it, and we will thank you so much. Who sent that again? Miss Bonnie. Miss Bonnie, thank you so very much, Bonnie. I appreciate that. And I promise you, I will spend some time tomorrow and I'll figure it all out. Someone says that head's just a shining. How much y'all want to bet that this here just also works on making your head smooth? Where's the one I've already opened? I hope this is not. That's what I was looking for. The missing piece is right there. There's the missing piece. Okay, I found the missing piece that I could not find. Now I have it all together. I can guarantee you this here is going to work great also on moisturizing my head. You know how I feel like I look? You know how some of those ladies will get on in the mornings and they do their makeup while they're going live? There. Okay, we do have one last gift to open. Okay, and I'm going to show you who it's from. Arms Family Homestead. The Arms Family Homestead. And last time that we got a gift from these guys, it was amazing. Something they have in their merch store that I feasted on. Now, we all argued over how you pronounce it. I say pecans, you say pecans. So looky here. Oh no, there goes the pecans. Everywhere. Okay. Oh my God, they're so good. So, oh God, guys, if you've never tasted a piece of heaven, these are milk buffalo chunks. They're actually chocolate covered pecans. Now, I say pecan. You can say pecan all you want to. Now, there's also white buffalo chunks, which are white chocolate covered pecans. I'm sorry, I'm hungry. Wow, those are good. Hey. No offense, but this is the best thing that's ever become of me and Daniel's relationship. I love that man. I love that man. I love his wife. I love his children. But I will say this. If this is what keeps us together. This is what keeps us together right here, okay? Oh no, who's this pretty lady? Katie, come back over here. Sweet girl, I know you too. And she says those will be gone in the morning. No, ma'am, don't forget, I'm on a diet. Remember, as long as I drink the diet sodas, that was my resolution. It had nothing to do with what I eat. Also, someone said nuts are healthy, so he'll be good. Katie, thank you. Those will be gone in the morning. Let's try the white ones, okay? Let's try the white ones. No, Daniel, I know you don't watch my videos, and that's fine. I don't blame you. A guy who has almost 1 million subscribers does not need some Peabody like me. A guy with 1 million subscribers does not need to follow around on no Peabody like me, okay? Now, these are the white ones, okay? These are white ones. These nuts. These nuts are good. Man. I don't know what I like better. White nuts or black nuts? Shara says, enjoy these nuts. Which is probably what Daniel's saying right now. Jill, you look sneaky. Now, you say I love nuts. I have a feeling by looking at your little picture right there that you're a sneaky one. And y'all know, you can just tell. You can just tell about some people. You're a sneaky one, Jill. I bet you do. All right, so my question is, do y'all think that you would prefer black nuts or white nuts? That's my question to you all as the question of the day. If you could only have one, if you had to choose just one, would it be... What happened to save room for Jesus? What happened to we're going to save some room for Jesus, y'all? All I'm going to say is that Daniel's nuts are the glue that bonds us. Daniel's nuts is, in fact, the glue that bonds us, okay? I'm going to go ahead and just try these regular pecans. Keep it Christian, y'all. Man, oh my God. Farm fresh pecans. I have made a total glutton of myself. I have. Now I'm suddenly embarrassed. They say once you go black, you'll never go back. Jesus wants you to say something for Jamie. Delicious. Okay. To Daniel Arms Family Homestead. Daniel is a smart businessman, and he knows that I do gifts and goodies. And so I promote this product, I endorse this product, and I also endorse that family. And may Daniel still remember this little old peon whenever he finally hits his millionth subscriber. That will probably happen this year. Yes, I still have Daniel's police outfit. Yes, I still have his police outfit. I don't wear it as often as I used to, but no, I mess with Daniel. He's a good guy, a wonderful man, a good Christian man. He's a lot more, he saves a whole lot more room for Jesus than what I do, okay? I can promise you that, okay? He saves a whole lot more room for Jesus than what I do. All right. Well, I think that y'all can tell my preference over here. And that's kind of embarrassing. Oh, no. Jesus is not at the JL Motel tonight, honey, says Michelle. Okay. Let me try to wind it down here as I finish that last one. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I am very sorry about the live today. For those who were watching the live as we were trying to go into the woods and hold on. I'm trying to find the one that says, hold on, I want to see it. Hey, Julie. Hey, Julie. I love that lady right there too, y'all. She is a wonderful, wonderful lady. I can't find where it went, but it says Jesus has left the building, and that's sad. No, he hasn't. He lives in our hearts, y'all. And he says, yes, he lives in our hearts. Okay. Yes. If you want to order those nuts, you'll have to go to the Arms Family Homestead. And I'm sure they have a place on their merch line where they offer the nuts. But they are delicious. They're amazing. I do. I prefer the chocolate ones over the white ones. The regular pecans are wonderful too, but they just taste like regular pecans. I really like that chocolate. So, well, listen, I want to thank you all for watching. It's been a really fun hour, and sometimes it's good just to laugh and enjoy each other. Thank you for keeping the comments lively, and remember that we have fought the good fight, y'all. Most of us are around the same age. There's a few of you that I know who are younger, and there's a few who might be a bit older. But listen, we have fought the good fight, and it's time for us to relax and just laugh sometimes, y'all. Just enjoy each other's company. And I really do think that if we could learn to laugh more, despite the fact of our political differences or indifferences or our religious beliefs or any of those things, we're humans, and we have something that has brought us all together in the fact that we are all survivors of something, and we've also have been learning how to laugh together. So I hope that you enjoy the laughter as much as I do. I want to just say thank you so very much for being who you are. Please don't change a thing. Don't change a thing. I would not trade you for any audience. And just know how much I appreciate you guys. All right. Now I'm going to heat up my tacos and enjoy them in the privacy of the JL Motel, and with my soft hands and all those things. Thank you so much for the laughter and the joy. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll be seeing you guys back in the morning, where I'll be coming live from my phone, so we can have us a little field trip as we go out and feed all the babies and do our morning routine. All righty. Thank you, friends. Thank you so very much. We love you. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll go ahead and just end it where we started it.
That our
place right there.
Survivor. I'm a survivor, survivor. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Let's find out when you spend a day in our shoes. All you creators, our sanctuary is waiting. Who will win the title? Well, it could be you. Survivor, survivor. I'm a survivor.
I want to